You're watching the Rondé Barber Show, sponsored by Renewal by Andersen. Superior products, exceptional service. And by Advent Health, the exclusive hospital of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's 16-year NFL star Rondé Barber. And a guy who thought Rondé Barber was tiki until last week, JD Bruno.
I'm still not sure. Still not sure.
Oh, one of us has graying facial hair, and the other one just chooses to use his Gillette to shave every morning.
There it is.
Difference.
No.
That's the difference.
I mean, you are Rondé, right?
I am definitely.
What if you swapped out every week? Would I know?
Tiki has nowhere near the personality that I have. Are you kidding me?
And he's on the radio every day, isn't he?
He's on the radio every day. He does not have the cojones to say that Baker got off to a very slow start last week.
Right. Talking about his own team.
I'm trying to set you up to hit this shut up Rondé.
Shut up, Rondé.
Thank you. God.
I've hit it. You said to hit it once per show.
Rhett, I think you need to get in here and take his spot.
You said hit it once per show, and now we're on the fifth or sixth time.
I told you, every time I say Baker didn't have a good start to the game,
shut up, Rondé.
I want you to hit that button.
There it is. Every time you say it for the remainder of the season, I'm going to be quick on the trigger. Was trying to be kind, trying to be the nice guy in the room, and Rondé's like, no.
You know what? I need more people to tell me to shut up. So thank you.
There it is. You know what? Let's continue on just talking. We have a lot more to talk about with the NFL, but we got to hit on this one league storyline involving the Bucs because it involves a player that's been with the Bucs for several seasons now, and that's we got to talk about Jamel Dean for a second because contract restructuring. He will be a free agent, taking less money, and will be a free agent in 2026. What's the word on this at One Buc Place? What are you hearing?
I think he was in a real competition with Benjamin Morrison at the start of the season. He was taking Benjamin Morrison was taking first team reps at the start of camp. I think when you look at Jamel Dean, he signed a big contract a couple years ago. He's making almost $13 million a year. And if you look at how he produced in his injuries, he's probably, is he worth that? I mean, I don't know. We paid it to him. We thought he was worth it at the time. But the reality is they drafted 2 corners in the second round. We talked about that. We talked about the boos when we drafted Emeka Egbuka. Well, their plan was to draft defense, which they did. They drafted corners in the second and third round. Then they drafted a defensive end, David Walker, in the fourth round. Obviously, he got hurt. And then Elijah Roberts later on in the 5th round. So, they went defense. But their goal was to get better in the secondary, and part of that was drafting these corners. Benjamin Morrison and Jacob Parrish from Kansas State, who has played. He played well in the preseason. He played well in his first professional game last week at Atlanta. And I think just the writing was clear. What they were telling Jamel Dean, we are trying to replace you. And I've had many coaches over the years who have told me this, and Mike T was the one that said it the loudest. Dude, the NFL is we're going to tolerate you until we can replace you league. That is what it is. It's trying to get rid of you. The NFL wants you to fail ultimately. And I'm not saying in reality, but it's asking you to fail. If you don't produce, if you don't show that you're worth it, they're gonna find guys to replace you. The Bucs drafted 2 corners this year, so they're in their mind they're replacing their cornerback. You know, it's not Zion. Zion just signed a 3-year, $48 million extension right before the game, which was smart by the Bucs because if they would have let this guy play out his year, and I think he's going to have a good year, Zion, his price tag's going to go way through the roof. So I think this was almost a take it or leave it. It got announced, after the game, but this happened. This happened right at cutdown day for the Bucs. When it just took a while for it to be reported here from our beat guys. But I think the reality is his replacements are in the room, and so if you're Jamel Dean, this is smart because you're now in a prove it year, right? You got 1 year prove it year. You get to be a free agent after this year. So you either play really well and cash in again, or you don't, and both parties are happy.
I think this kind of, it's strange to say, but does this work out for all parties?
Yeah.
Jamel Dean gets to explore free agency and maximize his earnings potential on a free market. In the free market, you have the Bucs, who probably I mean, fact or fiction, they're going to get the best version of Jamel Dean this season because he's playing for a contract now.
You were saying yes.
And then also, too, it's a true vote of confidence in Morrison and Parrish, correct? Because now you have your future corners on rookie deals for in essence, the next several seasons. Right. So does this work out for everybody in an odd way?
Yeah, and I'll clarify, for at least the next 4 years, right? Including this year, 4 years with those two young corners. They won't be on 5 years. So you can actually, because they're second and third round picks, you can sign them whenever you want to. And if you want to do the cap math, that their contracts, unless they really just have breakout type careers early, those contracts will be favorable. This was smart. This was a smart cap move by the Bucs, and his willingness, Jamel Dean, I'll give him credit. His willingness to do this is I think pretty awesome for him and the team, because yes, he does get to prove it. You said it perfectly. He gets to prove it. He's going to be coveted, whatever happens, because of the combination of his size and speed. But he's in a position where he has to produce. And what more do you want? I'll say it again. The NFL is going to tolerate you till they can replace you. That's it. All these fans that talk about players and, this guy should be this guy should be that. Dude, the NFL is tolerating your ass. They want to get rid of you. They want to get rid of you. I'm telling you. So go prove it. That's the only way to do it. Just go do it. Prove it.
Real quick, just off the cuff, first thought that comes to mind: who has impressed more so far this season, Morrison or Parrish?
Parrish. He's very, very versatile. He can play inside. He can play outside. There's a play. He had a tackle for loss in this game. He's playing the nickel, and his movement making this wide receiver miss and hitting the little pop pass, the now pass in the backfield. It was like, that's some special stuff, man. Like, the guy does some special stuff. Now, Benjamin Morrison, has a lot of ball skills. The game makes sense to him. You can see that when in practice, when you watch him. I think he's going to be a really good football player. He just needs to get healthy. He needs to get on the football field. And I think the word on the street is that he might be close to coming back. I don't know if it'll be this week or next week, but he is starting to practice again. So,
and I should have rephrased that. The question I meant to ask was, who are you more excited about going forward?
Well,
because
I'll take the nickel.
obviously,
I'll take the nickel back, dude. Give me a guy that plays inside and does all the dirty work, man.
Nobody knows the Bucs better than Rondé Barber.
That's me.
Watch the Rondé Barber Show, now streaming wherever you get your podcasts. Don't miss the Rondé Barber Show. Sponsored by Renewal by Andersen. Superior products, exceptional service.